We're going to talk about two things that happened in the United States today. And may I request all of you to please like this video because this is very important. The information covered here is perhaps not covered anywhere else. The way we have connected the dots, perhaps no one else has done this thing. So thanks in advance for liking this video and also for subscribing to our channels. What happened? The biggest ever haul of meth, close to 400 kilograms, was done today or yesterday, I should say, in the United States-Canada border. This is the largest narcotics haul in prairie history. I apologize for some of the typos that we have here. 406.2 kilograms of meth. An Indian origin trucker. Remember, I've been telling you this, that the truckers, many of whom, I think 60% I should say, are of Sikh origin, they are being used to peddle drugs, and this is one such instance, except this time they have gone too far. Indian origin truck driver named Komalpreet Sidhu was busted with 406.2 kilograms of meth. The total amount of suspected drugs adds up to 4 million illicit doses. It is estimated to be close to Canadian $50.7 million. In US, perhaps it's going to be like $45 million. You have to look at the exchange rate. I'm not going to bother about that. It's a pretty big number. The seizure is said to be the largest narcotics haul in the history of the prairies. The arrested driver, Komalpreet Sidhu, a 29-year-old, is from Winnipeg, Canada, and faces charges for the import and possession of meth, according to the CBSA. The truck coming from the United States was linked to a Manitoba-based commercial trucking company where authorities believe the arrested driver was employed. The size of the shipment shows the involvement of local, national, and international players, according to the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. Canadian Prime Minister Trudeau's stance on Khalistani extremist Hardeep Singh Nijjar and his support seems to have strengthened the Khalistani extremists. This dangerous game of political opportunism poses a clear and present danger to Canada. One extreme consequence of this rising extremism is the rise in drug-related cases and crimes, where many of them have involved Sikhs, especially truckers, in managing the logistics. The RCMP 2020 report highlighted the connection between some individuals involved with the Khalistan movement and criminal activities like drug trafficking, extortion, money laundering, and kidnapping. Adding to this, the report also stated that these individuals often have links with Mexican drug cartels, and they are facilitating smuggling of cocaine and other substance into Canada. Again, I apologize for the typographical error. According to Khalsa Vox report, politicians must be held accountable for their actions, especially when they try to play with the flames of extremism for their electoral gains. By the way, guys, there was a referendum that took place and Mr. Pannu was there, and they claimed thousands came to vote in that referendum. By the way, the lawyers who are handling all these illegal immigrants who have come into US for their normalization, they all told their clients to go and participate in this, have their picture taken, and then submit it in front of the judge saying that, look, I am also a sympathizer of this cause. Many of them have nothing to do with this. The judges who are deciding on the immigration of all these people, you should be cautious. Don't make the mistake of trying to tar everybody with the same paintbrush. If you need help, please let us know. P Gurus will give you a set of volunteers who can easily sift the grain from the chaff. We have to just ask a few questions, not in English, but in their native tongue, and we will know who's lying and who's genuine. We have nothing here. We'll just be able to help you as volunteers. Please let us know. Now, the same kind of the drug-related incident happened last year. In fact, in 2022, October, terrifying kidnapping and murder in Merced, California, of 8-month-old Aruhi Dheri, her mother and father, Jasleen Kaur and Jasdeep Singh, and his older brother, Amandeep Singh, have horrified and left heartbroken the relatives in this tightly knit Sikh family. This murder kidnapping also has some links with drugs, because again these two brothers were part of a trucking company. So this has become really widespread, and this is where much of the funding of Khalistan is coming from. The United States, I don't know if they can afford to still turn a blind eye to what is going on. So US, wake up before it is too late. Now we are going to the second item, which is the famous website The Wire. You know who runs it, another fellow American, but very, I don't know, I wouldn't want to associate myself with this guy. The Wire publishes a fake report and lies busted by the United States Defense Department. The leftist pro-Congress propaganda news outlet, The Wire, has once again garnered attention for its involvement in propagating false information. This time it was exposed for disseminating false information concerning the anticipated US drone deal. This fake news gets picked up by Pakistani websites and newspapers also. My God, these people have so much hatred for India. The Wire, in its defense segment, presented a narrative titled US halts $3 billion drone sale to India. I think pending a thorough investigation or something like that. Something there, that wording isn't right. It could be us, but you get the idea. They were trying to link as if the United States has put a halt because of the pending Pannu investigation. So they are trying to link to unrelated things. And this article repeatedly underscored the call for a meaningful investigation into the US-based Khalistani terrorist Pannu's assassination conspiracy, and all sorts of BS here. So who wrote this thing? A Colonel Ajay Shukla, who was associated with NDTV, and he is known for his conspiracy theories. But the fact is that the US department, I think this is not the state, I think it is the defense, because I looked at the official letter and I'm going to show that to you. It's not the State Department, but the Defense Department. We made a few mistakes here in this presentation. We were probably in a bit of a hurry. I apologize. I take responsibility for it. That's why I'm talking it through some of the mistakes here. They have informed Predator drone manufacturer General Atomics that the US Congress today has cleared the tiered review of the 31 MQ-9B drone sales to India, and official congressional notification will be submitted within 24 hours. This is par for the course. It takes the time. It goes through some checks and balance. I mean, there is a process that it takes 24 hours. The drone maker has also informed the same to the highest levels of the Modi government, including the national security establishment. The narrative propagated the idea that the delay is linked to concerns among US lawmakers, especially those of Indian American descent. General Atomics is out of San Diego. I don't buy this BS. Somebody is really flying a kite. I don't know what he smoked before writing this article. Anyway, somehow trying to link something with something else totally unconnected. The last thing US will ever do is to hold up a huge business deal because of some other investigation. At least they should have a little bit of brains before writing these kind of articles. That's all I can say. Written without, thinking through some of the processes that take place in the United States. Additionally, it was reported that PM Modi downplayed the impact on Indo-US ties, emphasizing robust bipartisan support for the relationship. Their narrative seemed aimed at appeasing and satisfying unknown entities. Here is the news release by the Department of Defense, and they are clarifying that on February 1, 2024, that is, this is being taped on the 1st of February, the State Department has made a determination approving a possible foreign military sale to the government of India of MQ-9B remotely piloted aircraft and related equipment for an estimated cost of $4 billion. $4 billion for 31. You do the math, guys. Very, very expensive equipment. So you can read this article, and I'm going to give you a bunch of links so you know what is going on. The thing that concerns me here is the drug menace and how it is in turn is funding this Khalistani insurgency stuff. I hope the US cracks down. They have been cracking down, but I think more needs to be done. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to click on the bell button for notifications. Namaskar.